But you ain't doing no humping. Come on in, come on. Y'all know I gotta say something, Lucy. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Yes, sir. How y'all doing? Welcome to the conversation with the King. How y'all doing? As you're coming in on my King Hulk channel on TikTok, let's run them up, hitting the screen if you would, please. And those that's on Facebook, if you share, and also let me know you're on, say something to me. What's going on Instagram and YouTube? For those that's coming in on the King Hulk channel, if this is your first time, let me know it's your first time. All right, been on the channel. If you want to be inquisitive and know what it's about, stick around. We're going to talk to you. We're going to let you know. But everybody else, come on in, and check out one of the other pieces of my King's garment that I have in my collection that I just bought. Like I said, you can't be a king if you don't have certain things. You just can't. You can't just be a king in the bedroom and got a job. Listen, that's what a normal man's supposed to be. But you gotta have something. You gotta own some things. You gotta have a certain kind of wealth about yourself. And you gotta have leadership ability. You have to have also the ability to create and be able to oversee and help and assist and have heart and compassion, righteousness, gentleness. You got to be affection. You have to have some type of emotion about yourself. You can't be emotionless, but you also got to have your emotions in control. And I want to talk to you about there's so much greatness in you that you should not ever settle. Try something crazy. Don't settle. And I know that's big right now. I ain't settling just anything and everything, and then you end up settling with everything. It kills me, especially when I talk to certain people. I don't settle. You don't settle, okay. Are you doing the job you have to do, or are you doing the job you want to do? And then all of a sudden they want to get real deep and become the smartest person in the room. Well, I'm making money. That ain't what I asked you. Are you doing a job that you have to do to pay them bills? Or are you doing a job that you really like doing, you want to do? You wake up in the morning looking forward to going to work. Yeah, you settle. Stop it. Because the day you say, man, I'm tired, I don't want to work, it means you're going somewhere that you really don't want to go. Rain, sleet, or snow, sickness, health, doesn't matter. If you really like doing what you're doing, like a marriage, like spending the money at the mall, you blowing your nose and snotting with 102 degrees, but you like spending that money when that credit card is cute, and you say, go enjoy yourself, right? Things that you like to do, you'll find a way of getting it done, whether you have a car, whether you don't have one. You find a way of doing things that make you happy, right? So if you're working just to pay bills, you're not doing something, you're settling, right? So people say, once again, I ain't just going to settle with just any other kind of man. Oh, really? So how many baby daddies do you have? How many ex-husbands do you have? How many ex-boyfriends? What is your real body count? Now, I ain't talking about the number you want to give me. I'm talking about that number that you don't want nobody else to know. That means you did a lot of settling before you settled down. I know some of you say, I can't stand that yelling nigga. Well, it's just called the truth, man. It's called the truth. I mean, we settle with more stuff than what we know. We settle with being single. Because nobody should be alone. Nobody should be alone. There's billions of people in this world. There should be no human being on earth that's alone. I'm not just talking about just being in a relationship. You shouldn't be friendless. You shouldn't be man or woman less. You shouldn't be family less. Shouldn't nothing be less in your life when it comes to community, when it comes to gathering with other human beings. A person who tells me I'm a homebody, I'm scared of them. Even NFL players and NBA and famous people, that all you subscribe is watching life pass you by while you sitting at home enjoying what? You're not even enjoying all the rooms. I remember when this house I'm selling right now. 4 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, office, two dining, 3 backyards. I mean, 3 porches in my backyard, right? Honestly, y'all, on God, one of the rooms we never went in. We didn't know what was in there. We had a formal living and then family living. We had a formal dining and then family dining. We only sat in the formal dining from 2007, I'm just not, it's going in the closing right now. Somebody's trying to buy it right now. And somebody came and gave me a cash offer. You hell yeah, I'm supposed to take that. Cash? You got to bypass all that other stuff? But we've lived in that moving house in 2007. I can literally say only 20 times since 2007 did we sit in the formal dining, the formal living. We had furniture that we bought from California. There was antique furniture, California furniture. My mom came to visit one time. She said, do anybody else sit on that seat? I said, we don't never sit there. We always sit like that. She said, why did you buy this big old house, even with all our kids there at home? And y'all don't use some of the rooms. Because we could afford it. We were trying to be like everybody else. We wanted to say we had a big home. And I thought the same thing. I said, damn, I could have sat there and got a 2-bedroom, put all them niggas in one room, and I could have cut my costs in half over 20-something plus years. Yeah. But I settled with trying to live somewhere, yes, that I could afford, but I wanted to be able to be in the custom home. So I settled with trying to live at a level I didn't have to. I could have lived very comfortable in another situation. So we settle with certain things. Whether it be good things or bad things, we settle all the time. So stop saying that you don't settle, because the next man for all you single women and men, the next person you get, you're going to settle with something to have that person in your life, or you're going to settle with being single. See, you settle more than, that's why I tell people what. Let me shut up. Anyway, so do something crazy. When I'm saying don't settle, I'm saying don't get to a comfortable place where you just letting life pass you by and you only live in a level beneath all that you potentially can live, all that you can potentially do. I understand that we sometimes like to coast, and I understand sometimes we like to be in a place where things are not pressurous and boom, boom. I got that. But we also should make sure that if I'm going to live this one life that I have, I'm going to live it to its maximum ability. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to enjoy my life. I'm going to enjoy my health. We work so hard sometimes just to go to a grave. That's crazy. How many people are buried that I had to bury with so much left in them that they never took out time to do something spontaneous, something that some people had never even flew on a plane. I asked the family members before burying them or whatnot, I said, well, what kind of person was them? What did they travel? Did they have a passport? Oh, no, they didn't fly. They didn't fly. They lived 60 years and never been on a plane. No, child, we don't do planes. Why y'all don't do planes? There's more car accidents than there's ever been a plane accident. Oh, the air ain't for us. The air, well, damn it, a car ain't for you either. When you was first born, you wasn't born in a Lexus. You wasn't born in a Benz. What do you mean? And some people really subscribe to that way of living. We call it country bumpkins. That's what we call them. We call them hillbillies, country bumpkins. But even in the hills, do something. Fly a kite, get a feather, catch a chicken, grab an eagle, do something. But some people, they just settle with just, I'm cool, that's not me. How do you know what's really you when you have not allowed yourself to evolve day by day? When you have not allowed yourself to grow day by day. Now, just hear me out. I know some people are very, very happy with what they're doing. And if that's you, boo, hey, keep on living. But it's amazing how you keep encountering people who's trying to pull you out, get you to do things, get you to get involved in things. Why do you think everybody you meeting always want to try to help you live outside of your doors, and outside of your walls, and outside of your windows? When do you really get a chance to go outside and breathe the air, and go to the park, and go to the movies, and go to the lake? What have you ever? Listen, there is so much to do in life. Nature walking, painting, going to go watch museum. I didn't know how much I really even love art until I was over in Hong Kong, and I ended up walking into this museum that they have over there, and just the beauty of some of the art and some of the statues, it captivated me. Now, I'm a nigga from the hood. The only art I seen was Jesus on my mama's wall until we discovered that Jesus wasn't white. And we took that picture down as soon as I passed the priest about that, real quick, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know nothing about no art. I didn't know nothing. The little painting I did was me taking some crayons in those crayon boxes and trying to draw on the line. That's about it. But I went to Hong Kong, and I got a chance to see statues and vases and paintings that were so beautiful, that was so captivating to see color displayed on canvas. it just captivated me. So I became what was considered an art enthusiast. I started learning about different vases and different ways that things were made, and different paintings, and why artists don't become famous after they die, and all this kind of stupid stuff. You know, but I learned a lot of stuff when I was over in Hong Kong, and it was just so beautiful. I tell people all the time, y'all trying to go to Dubai, y'all sitting there trying to go to the Bahamas and over to what's right now, Jamaica and all that. They're one of the most beautiful places. I've been to Jamaica, I've been to Bahamas, I've been to most all the places. I've been to Dubai, and all the places. The two most beautiful places that's hidden to most Americans is Singapore and Hong Kong. The most not one street has trash on it. It's a crime to litter over there, number one. The statues are not gold plated, they're made of pure gold. The arts and the crafts over there, the smell, there's no odor over there, like a foul odor. Everything, the flowers blossom all year round. Beautiful. Singapore and Hong Kong. You get a chance to go there, you'll stop going to Jamaica, you'll stop going to the Bahamas, where you always think that you're going to get, because let me tell you another thing about Jamaica and Bahamas. Those are poor third world countries where you get caught slipping, you might not make it back to the boat if you cruise over there. You might not make it back to the plane. Hong Kong, their yen to our dollar is like, we the one that's poor. They ain't trying to abduct you, they ain't trying to kidnap you. Not in Singapore and Hong Kong, that is wealth at a whole nother living. And it really started helping my mind to start seeing life on a different perspective, because the neighborhood I came from, the most richest person we seen was the dope dealer on the corner. Point blank period, right? We didn't understand what excellence really was outside what I seen in my mother's home as far as business, but that compared to what I seen in Hong Kong and Singapore, man, it was crazy. Then I got a chance to live. I got graced and blessed to be able to live in Japan for about almost 2 years, and I got a chance to not take advantage of what I was in because I was being ignorant, being stupid, being wild, being young. But my memories of that place was just, it's so beautiful. I want to go back. I want to go back to Tokyo. I want to go back to Okinawa. I want to go back to Sasebo, Japan, and just see some things that we are not exposed to in Jamaica and Bahamas. Yeah, black people. Yeah, we need to stop always thinking that we vacationing because we went to Jamaica, Bahamas, and Cabo. Cancun, come on, man. Everybody goes there. You can go to Cancun now for $400 round trip, hotel, and 3 meals a day. Go somewhere where it's going to challenge you and bring you to a place of beauty, bring you to a place of excellence, bring you to a place of where you can say, man, I really got a chance to taste life beyond just getting into a pool and walking into an ocean. And those things are fun. Please, I've done them, but I'm talking about with what makes me, another thing that makes me a king is that I embrace the world. I go beyond just what is normal. You ain't got to skydive, you ain't got to zip line. You can go some places and really enhance your sense of smell by going some places where it don't smell like streets, but it smells like success, the world, how beautiful God made it. You know, one of the things I love about a woman's body is how much time God put into making the body of a woman a vessel to be honored. Everything about a woman's body, from the crown of your head to the sole of your feet, was in detail. He just didn't throw something together when he made you. He put thought, he put passion behind making everything about you as a woman. And one of the things is being a real king and an alpha male is that I learned as what made me so different of the women in relationships that I had in the past is how I honored the woman. There's probably only one, maybe 2 bridges I've ever burnt in my life of people that I've been in. I can go to any relationship back to any one of them. And all of them will be glad to take me back because they thought that damn grass was green on the other side, found out it really wasn't. So you come to find out that what really makes certain men kings is that we know how to honor one of the most beautiful things that God ever gave, and that was a woman. We know how to honor your look, your size, your taste, your smell, your touch. We know how to, we want to be around you. We want you to be right up underneath us. That's what made kings so so desirable by women is that kings love to have their queens, concubines, whores, whatever you want to call all the women that they had, right underneath them. That's what makes Solomon so successful, that he called 700 to get along just to be with one. Something y'all know nothing about. You still selfish and don't share and blah, 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 blah. I got you, whatever. Do you, boo. But if you ever come into the presence of a king, everybody wants to be around him. That's what makes me very popular. You can say what you want to say, and I'm not being conceited about this. I got receipts. What make me go into a room and people end up saying, who is that? What made me go into a room and want to hear, people want to listen to some things I have to say, is because I have an aura that I treat everybody equal. I don't have a prejudice against any person, any color, anybody. Everybody a nigga to me. Period. I'm going to make everybody laugh. I'm going to make white folk, black folk, Japanese. I'm going to make whatever the crowd is, I'm going to get them on the same common ground, and that is we all are human beings. And if you're going to disrespect something or somebody, you ain't doing it while I'm here. Point making period. It's not that I'm the baddest person, it's just my aura says you would not disrespect the greatest creation that God made, which is mankind. You're not going to do it. And so if I'm not disrespecting you, who I'm with, who I bring with me, they're not going to disrespect you. You ain't got to sign off on how I live. You ain't got to agree on how I live. But what works on how I live is that I walk among men peacefully. And one thing I know about real women, they love peace. Man, do not fool with a woman's peace. Do not come into some woman's life and give her a bunch of hell and headache. Boy, that's the worst thing you can ever do to a woman. So how do you walk peaceful among a woman is how do you walk peaceful among yourself? Are you even violent to you? Because according to scripture, how I'm supposed to handle a woman is how I will handle myself. How I'm supposed to be able to view a woman is how when I look myself in the mirror, how do I view myself? A lot of you all women think that men only have daddy issues. No, some men have issues with themselves. Ain't got nothing to do with their daddy. It's when they look in the mirror, they don't like what they see about themselves. So how, please help me make it make sense. If a man is miserable with his own reflection, how can he then be happy with you? When everything he sees about himself is something that he cannot hold his head up and be proud about. See, it ain't about the job. It ain't about how much money. It ain't about what he drives. There has to be some self-esteem within oneself as a man that looks and says, I might not be at corporate level, I might be in the mailroom, but I'm the best male person in the damn company. Point blank period, hands down. I might be mopping, I might be throwing away trash, but I'm the greatest maintenance person in this whole situation. He sees some self-worth within himself. He's not worried about how you or other people sees his worth. You don't care about y'all. I don't care about if y'all know my worth. You're going to respect my worth. To hell y'all know my worth. Y'all ain't me. You don't have to live me. I know my own worth, whether you devalue me or not. I'll never devalue myself. Ever. Because I know my worth to me. Because I understand that I know my worth of a woman. That's the reason why, if I'm in a woman's life, and any woman could tell you, I try to make the whole life about her. I don't want to eat. I don't want to sleep. I don't want to travel. I ain't masturbating. I ain't doing none of this stuff about myself. No, ma'am. It's all about that woman who's in my life. If my mother's in my life, like she is, my life is about her. My sisters, my life is about them. My daughter, my life is about her. The women in my life is about them. Because I honor me such in a way, I have no other drive in me but to honor them. So y'all want to find out what a king is, what a man is, what an alpha is? Any alpha in any culture would die for the pride. When that lion goes into the midst of a pack of hyenas, because the hyenas is threatening his cubs, threatening his lionesses, one lion will fight a whole pride of hyenas and will literally bleed out if it has to give time. You know why he's doing it? He's distracting the hyenas and taking them away from the pride so that the lionesses and the cubs can get away. So that if he dies, He doesn't die among, but he dies away from so that they can be able to go and live. I wonder how many times your man would die for you. Oh, he say he will while you in the coochie. He say he will while you cooking them dinner. He say he will while you sit there spending your money and buying them gifts. I wonder if he'll die for you to make sure that you eat the last meal. Do he give you the first bite and the last bite? Do he wait for you to open up the door? Your own and his? See, y'all think a king is, I'm going to come and serve him and have this newspaper waiting for him. Because that's what I see my grandmama do for my grandpa and make sure that his slippers is at his feet. What about your feet? Your feet don't hurt? Yeah, you supposed to do all that too. But when do he consider himself in you if you're made from him? I can't tell a woman that I can really love her if I don't see me in her. Because what am I loving? I'm only supposed to love my flesh and my bone. When Adam seen Eve, he said, flesh in my flesh, bone in my bone, right? So when people ask me the question, how are you able to love more than one person? It's because I got more than one hand. I got more than one finger. I got more than one toe. I got more than one foot. I got more than one ear. Hey guys, I got more than one eye. I even got an extra pair of eyes to help me see. What do you mean? It's because if my flesh is not limited to being just in one, then my heart is not limited. You make things selfish, not your heart. Your heart has the ability to love your mother and your father, because the commandment is honor both of them. Ooh, we don't want to talk about that. It says be peaceful with your siblings, your brethren, even if they throw you in the pit. You rescue them when you get to the palace. Ooh. Yeah, see, I know what the problem is. A lot of us have not been exposed to what you say you want, so you don't know how to handle when it comes in your life. And the simple thing is, you want people to adapt to your way that has not worked. And some of us have evolved that bull crap. And I'm not going to be insane and keep offering you the same thing, hoping for a different result. I got a whole nother situation to give y'all, whole nother presentation to give you, whole nother concept and understanding to give you, so that our outcome, all of ours, my children and my grandchildren, can culturally start coming back together and finally start to respect the greatest thing that God ever gave a man, and that is woman. If you can't respect me for nothing else, respect me that I'm not on none of my channels, down in none of you all. I could easily take all this influence and perpetuate the problem of making you all objects, things, desire, pleasure. I could. I got 17,000 on one. I got 11,000 on the other. I got over 10,000 people in my cell phone. I got audiences where I talk to thousands of people at any given time. And all, you know, words are very powerful. And trickery behind words can become very manipulative, where it can turn the hearts and the minds and the perspective of people just by a meeting. A platform and a mic is one of the most powerful things that you can put in the hands of any person. That's why you got to be careful who you go and listen to, who has the microphone and who has the platform. Because the spirit of influence goes out by microphone and platform. So I choose to do what I know is righteous. That is, use my microphone, my platform, to build you guys up. So don't come at me if I'm not downing you. You don't have to. I don't agree with your life. I don't talk bad about your body. So don't talk bad about mine. If yours is really working for you, and you're very happy with it, and it's bringing you the most peace you've ever had before, then boo, do you. But I promise you, over here, we happy. Don't I look it? You think it's the clothes and the jewelry and the diamonds that makes me rich. No, it's the peace that surpasses understanding. It's the health. It's not only in my body, but in my mind. Because as a real king, not the king y'all want it to be. See, y'all want a king to be a good man. No, a good man is a good man. King has evolved beyond just being a good man. And he helped create men. He helps create atmospheres. He helped create safety, security, and love beyond conditions. Don't care about what your condition is. Just don't close up your heart in your bowels of mercy. Keep the ability to be loved and to be nurtured and be careful over. You'll find out that life really ain't as bad as you think it is. Because ladies and gentlemen, keep living. Hard times are going to hit. Challenges are going to arise. Situations are going to come and just literally slap you in your face. If you're not anchored and settled and at a place where you are at the greatest level of peace you've ever been at, then you're going to perpetuate the problem by adding to the same thing that we've been doing for the last 10,000 years. That's putting down one another and becoming our own onslaught of our own kind, our own culture. One of the worst things you ever do is be a people and don't know how to bring light to your own people. So my part of what I'm doing is trying to bring light to you. I hope I said something that was encouraging to you. Bye now. So, let's get some help with us. Listen, man, I've been listening to a lot of people talking about a meal plan that I was given to do a couple of years ago. And because God gave it to me to do, I'm noticing, I'm sorry, because God gave it to me to do, I've been doing it, and it has been working out tremendously. It has been working out tremendously. She all right, I grabbed her, you know, you grab her in the back, grabbed her. She kind of pinched to the wrong place. I'm sorry, but anyway, and so I've been listening to it and found out that one person had cancer and said that him and his girl went to Mexico, and when they got into Mexico, they ended up just sitting on the beach, eating nothing but some food that what I subscribe to my client, and they did it for a year and a half, and he had terminal stage 2 cancer. He stopped eating meat, he stopped eating rice, he stopped eating bread, everything. All he ate was 2 of the fruits that I also eat, and then he also added some other fruit on there, and that's all he did for a year and a half. And he sunbathed for about 10 to 12 hours. But they got there because Mexico's always hot. And God bless that a year and a half later, when he went to go get tested to see how far his cancer had went into, to see if it got worse, they said, what cancer? So he had them to test him in Mexico. They said, what cancer? He came back to America. The same doctor who told him he had stage 2. He didn't realize how bad his cancer was because he was a professional ball player, that the cancer had gotten to his spine. He had one of the most rarest spinal cancers ever that's not reversible or curable. And they was giving him chemo pills at the time. And the chemo pills made him lose hair, did other things. He just wasn't feeling it. So he said, he prayed about it. God told him to go to Mexico, and they stacked up a lot of money. He was a hustler, he stacked up a lot of money. Unfortunately, he was a father of his 2 girls. One was 6, the other one was 10, and he had nobody to help him raise them, so he was trying to do what he had to do. So he would do his hustle, come back, stack his money up that week, and spend a lot of time with girls, thinking that he was spending his last days with them. And then he ended up getting with a young lady. The young lady ended up understanding the situation, married him, fell in love with him, had a little money saved up too, and invested in going to Mexico. And the money that they had both saved, he was able to live off of it for about a year and a half. All they ate was fruit, period. Now, I'm not trying to make you fruitarian. He's not even a fruitarian. He said he wasn't trying to do that. He listened to Dr. Sabi. He got rid of a lot of the mucus in his body, a lot of stuff that I've been preaching to you all. And this was just something I seen on TikTok today. And because of his continued effort of trying to make sure that he can at least live some kind of quality life with his kids for that however long he had, he didn't realize a year and a half it went by, and he's like, man, I'm still here. That's what made him go get tested. Came back, 0 cancer in his body. When they found out what was in his blood system, they said, man, your cancer that was irreversible and uncurable, it got cured by these things that's in your blood system. They did a blood test and found that all this stuff is there. Low to no sodium in his body, 0 mucus in his body. His whole gut system had been a reset. His spinal, it didn't create new fluid, but it started to heal the cancerous areas. Because his white and red blood cells started to attack the cancer cells. And he ended up what we would call self-healing or natural healing himself. And a lot of sun. A lot of sun. So, with the sun, which is which we've been told is bad, not for people of color. Sun is bad for those who don't have pigment. For us, why you think our origin is from a sunny place? And fruit. Look at the biggest beasts in the world. They are not carnivores. Now, I still yet will eat meat. I'm going to die eating some good chicken. Now, I'm going to just do that. I'm going to tell you right now, and a little bit of beef. But my consumption of meat is so low. I only do it for the protein value and also keep me buff. I'm not going to get below 200. I thought about it. I got to 201 the other day. I felt real crackheadish again. I said, no, my weight is where I'm at right now, 204. So between 202 and 210, I'm good, right? And this is where I'm going to probably stay for the rest of my life. So I know my meal plan. I know what I need to eat. I know what I can eat. And I know what I can't eat. And I'm loving it. Like, I'm like him, man. After a while, you get tired of eating that same bullcrap over and over until you realize that that's giving you life. I found different ways to prepare it. I found different ways to eat it. I'm loving it. And it's now giving me a different sense of thinking. Some people are trying to ask, well, what is his whole concept and where he's getting this concept, this thinking? When you clear your body of sickness, it also clears your mind. A lot of stuff that used to tempt me, I'm not tempted by it no more. I can honestly say, I would never smoke weed, smoke cigarettes, smoke cigars ever again. Don't have a desire for it. I would never drink anything, probably not even wine. I thought about, wine, don't need it. My gut is good, never will. Don't even have a desire to do it. Not hate on those you that do, but it's just something about when you cleanse your body, it cleanses you of certain desires that you want to do. I would probably never, now, I'm going to always protect what's mine. But it used to be a time where I used to seek to go knock somebody out. I don't have that in my system no more. I have so much love and just want to give. I don't think that the people that I'm loving are going to be able to handle it because it has done something to me. It has cleansed and cleared. My life perspective is different. The 1 and 2 and 5 year goal, man, I'm living every day like it's my last day, period. I'm maximizing. If I can make $1 million today, I'm going to make $1 million. If I can love everybody today, I'm going to love everybody today. I'm not worried about tomorrow. I'm not worried about nothing. I've already got money stored up. I already got a check coming in guaranteed. What I'm doing, I'm going to enjoy the rest. I'll be dang if I'm going to sit here and watch life keep passing me by. While I'm sitting up here doing what? Twiddling thumbs? No. Even the people that's in my life, I put a little fire up underneath them and tell them, no, we get out this house, we're going to move around, we're going to see some stuff, we're going to look at some stuff. Because anything you watch on TV, it's called replay anyway. We don't even watch live TV. Only time we watch live TV when they see a tornado coming. That's about the only time we get panicked and want to watch the news. Outside of that, everything we watch is on Netflix. We can always watch it later. Let's go downtown and see somebody fall down in the water, see if we can help pull out, and see if we want to laugh at it while they're in it. Let's create some memories of some stuff that just cannot be created by nothing else but these pleasures and desires that's driven by the mucus, driven by our appetite, and driven by the food that we eat. I didn't realize, listen, my 31 years that I was married, I didn't realize that all the years that I was having infidelity, it was because of the kind of food I was eating. It was controlling my way of thinking to think that pleasure was my only way of being able to be satisfied. Even though I had all the pleasure I needed at the house, my sex life wasn't messed up at the home. So y'all stop thinking that you think you know my business. You don't know my business until I tell you a testimony. It wasn't that. It was that I was filling myself with Krispy Kreme donuts and candies and all this other stuff. That pleasure itself became my addiction. I didn't give a damn where I got it from. Going to the gun range, people would tell you, I literally went to the gun range every damn day for a year to learn how to put 5 bullets in one hole. That was a pleasurous thing. I'm not in no war. Why you gotta put 5 bullets downrange in one hole? For what? I'm not going nowhere if I'm gonna use that skill. Anybody walk up on me, all it's gonna take is one. I promise you, just one place in the right place, and I know where the place is at. You ain't coming back from that. But I did it because it became an addiction. And I found out in my life, I can get addicted to good as well as bad, bad as well as good, because I had this thing about me where it was all about the pleasure of whatever it was. Because that's what I was feeding myself. Now that I'm feeding myself life, it's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I ain't got to do that. That don't tip me no more. That's not an issue no more. I'm not righteous or more holy than thou. Y'all see, I say nigga in a minute. I'll say some stuff and I'm still the same nigga. But I have life now. That's all I want to share. You don't want the old me. I tell people that this in my life. You really don't want the old me. You want this me. Because this me is going to bring you to a whole nother level at a younger. I wish I was in my 40s and my 30s and understood this. But I didn't have nobody teaching me and training me. Now that God himself has taught me, I've also got some mentors that's living the life that I'm emulating right now. I'm understanding like, okay, so now my assignment is to make sure that's not the excuse no more for the 30 and 40-year-old young kings that's coming up. My job is to teach. My job is to help you women. I'm doing a damn good job.